Hello, and good morning to all of you. Let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Pedro Gastanaga. I am a clinical psychologist and a coach for Life Success Consulting. And I'm so very excited to be talking with you today about something that is near and dear to my heart. This is something that has helped me quadruple my income, develop amazing relationships, and achieve success in every area of my life. And I want to share this with all of you. I am so fortunate to be mentored and now a certified life success consultant with Bob Proctor. Some of you may have heard of Bob Proctor from the movie The Secret, and others of you may know that Bob Proctor has been a leader in the personal development field for the last 50 years. Together, he and I are helping companies, businesses, and individuals learn how to master the mind and gain abundant professional and personal success. All right, let's take a quick look at the concept of the mind. The human being is accustomed to thinking in pictures. We often draw upon visual imagery to contemplate ideas. If I asked you to imagine your mind, many of you would probably think about the brain. We do this because we do not have a picture of the mind, and our brain is no more our mind than any other part of our body. In psychology, we know the mind is more a function than a location. And in 1934, Dr. Thurman Fleet created a diagram of the mind to help us to be able to work with our mind and move ahead in our life. Here, in the diagram, we see that the top circle is the mind and the bottom is the body. Why is the top circle much larger than the body? Because until now, in our life, we do this on purpose. Until now, in our lives, we've given all or most of our awareness and attention to our physical body and our physical results. Everything in our life is an expression of the mind, and it is our body that merely carries out the action. Our mind is made up of two parts, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Our conscious mind is our thinking mind. Free will and our awareness originate here. We can choose our thoughts here because our conscious mind can accept or reject ideas. Do you know that each of you has 100% control of his or her thinking? Our subconscious mind is our feeling or emotional mind. It is the storehouse of our mind where we store our memories, habits, conditioned beliefs, and self-image. Understanding this allows us to know that we can choose to focus on what we want instead of what we don't want or what doesn't work. So it is important to remember that you are truly thinking into results all of the time. Thoughts that are held in the conscious mind have an emotional charge are delivered to the subconscious mind. Whether they are positive or negative, when they are emotionalized, these thoughts will impress themselves upon the subconscious mind, which then dictates the feelings. In short, the emotional charge is the catalyst that helps imprint thoughts on the subconscious mind. Thus, feelings are expressed in our body as actions. Actions produce results. You see, everything in our lives is an expression of the mind. So if you want to know what you are thinking about, take a look at the results. Results don't lie. Those who are fearful, worrisome, and doubtful are not the top performers in any organization. To change our results, we must first start by changing the thoughts we are thinking. When we change what is on the inside, we automatically change what is on the outside, our results. Most people know what to do to get better results, but they don't do it. Why not? Because previous thinking has set up roadblocks and other obstacles in our subconscious mind, which is preventing you from taking the necessary actions to achieve what you want. The biggest gap in life is between what we know and what we actually do. I often say that we are born knowing how to live and we are taught how to think. It is critical to understand that your current results are not a reflection of your potential. Your current results are nothing more than a reflection of previous thinking. Your potential is limitless. You were born rich, and it is your mind that limits you. Your possibilities are truly endless. Do you know that babies start listening to the world at 5 months in the womb? Stimulus produces thought. Our thinking brings feelings, and our feelings bring actions, and our actions bring results. And our results are what we call our lives. And the truth is, you were designed to create a life and to live a life that you love. So you might be wondering, what influences the mind? How do we choose a positive thought and a negative thought? We have 5 physical senses that allow us to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. We have been conditioned to learn from these senses from a very young age. And these senses are hardwired like antenna into our conscious mind. These senses are always on. We don't have to tell them to notice because they are always being bombarded by our environment. Television, radio, newspapers, internet, and conversations, etc. We have been so conditioned to respond to our environment through these senses that, that when someone gives us a compliment, for example, we feel good. And yet at the very next moment, that same person will criticize us or put us down and we will feel bad. So we are continuously riding an emotional roller coaster. When we are talking about changing our results, we must be careful of who and what we are listening to. We have to control our own exposure sometimes, and we have to turn off that television or newspaper, etc. So if you want to become financially independent, seek out and learn from those who are financially free. If you want to be the top person in your field, then seek out and learn from the top people in your field. What did I do as a coach and as a professor? I decided I wanted to work and learn from the very best. And that is why I joined Bob Proctor's organization. Be sure not to listen or seek out advice from family members, co-workers, friends who are not achieving and living the results in their lives that you are seeking. You would not ask somebody who can barely put a foot in the water and can't swim to teach you how to swim. It makes no sense. There is a better way to influence your thoughts, independent of your environment, and that is through the higher side of your intellect. We have never been conditioned or taught to work with our intellect until now. Yet it is the proper use of these faculties that will allow us to control the way we think. They are like little mental muscles. When you learn to use these intellectual faculties, you will achieve the results that you want and the way you want to live the life you desire. Time permits me only to share one of these intellectual faculties, perception. Perception is our point of view, is the way we view the world. We always have an option to choose how we perceive things. One of the natural laws of the universe is the law of polarity. The law of polarity states that everything has a polar opposite. Up has a down, in is an out, and it is we who must choose what we perceive. Dr. Wayne Dyer says we cannot change, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change themselves. We must have an unwavering certainty that we are going to achieve our goals. If we can be taken off the path easily, we will not be successful. The remaining 5 intellectual faculties are will, imagination, theory, intuition, and reason. Although we don't have time to get into this explanation of these faculties in this presentation, in our programs, I do teach the mastery of these faculties so that the use of these faculties becomes a habit, and this in turn will help you produce the results that you want. You were designed to create and live a life you love, and that is why I am so grateful to work with groups, companies, individuals, every day teaching them how to use these same resources and intellectual faculties to achieve and live the results they desire. I invite you to take your next success steps today and to enroll in the program we are offering, The Winner's Image. The Winner's Image is based upon one of the most important concepts a person will ever learn when it comes to personal development, and that is the concept of self-esteem. No one knows your true potential except for you. And in the program, you will learn that you will endlessly surprise yourself with respect to your own potential once you understand the truth. And the truth is that you create your potential every second of your life. My staff is in the back of the room, ready to sign up, those who are interested. If you have made up your mind, please sign up to assure a spot in the program. And if any of you have questions, please come up and talk to me, and I will be happy to answer them. Thank you for your attention.